So now coming to Duckster, you guys have been around for how long?
We launched in November of last year.
Yeah.
So I don't know what month we're in. Is it August, like tomorrow or something?
August, yeah.
So it's getting close to a year for us now.
That's awesome. And what you described a little bit, but what was the main difference? You know, you're starting the new company. What was your main perspective that was different? Obviously, you're going to raise money. I mean, it was going to be venture backed. So, you know, what took you from the previous company and that idea to then say like, okay, here's what we're going to do. Here's why we're going to do it, and we want to go a lot bigger this next time.
I'm not sure it was that thought out. I could probably say that now, and no one would know the difference. But it really wasn't that thought out. It more had to do with the problem we were solving was much larger. Like I was before, my previous business solved these kind of really small problems for really niche groups of people, maybe hundreds of thousands of people max, probably tens of thousands. And we were able to monetize tens of thousands to a pretty high tune, so it made it a decent business. But this was a much larger problem. It solves a problem for over 100 million people, and that's something that I can't bootstrap a product to solve a problem for 100 million people. So I think it came more with the realization that we were after a much bigger problem. It was a much bigger vision, and the only way to achieve that was cash injection, so we could have a bigger team and a more talented team than what I have previously done.
And how did you approach raising money or funding the company? Was it when you had an idea with a PowerPoint, or was it more like, here's our prototype, we built the MVP, then you approach? Like, how did you go about?
Yeah, so we had, I had some people that I had known from my previous business who were sort of interested in the previous company, and I told them what I was doing. They were familiar with the idea, and they were the first ones to put money in. I'm trying to think, the first dollar came in after we had a product, so I definitely, even in my previous business, I started like speccing this thing out even while I was full-time there, and then ultimately left that, hired some folks, and we built out the MVP. You know, we called it Alpha, but it was the Alpha product, and then I raised money with an Alpha product, a PowerPoint. Basically, we raised $500,000.
And was that Alpha like workable and users on it, or just more like, look, this is how it works, flipping through?
Users on it. I mean, so it's a social network, so you have to have some people on it, or else it's not even really workable.
Yeah.
So I don't know, maybe we had 10,000 people, something nominal. I think it wasn't really I never really told people how many users we had because 10,000 is relevant.
Yeah.
But there were people on it that validated part of the hypothesis.